Welcome to another installment of Magic After Dark. We are joined by our co-host Nekusar. Nekusar, how you doing, man? You doing all right? Hey, I heard you were seeing quadruple the other day. You should probably get that checked out. Wait, what did you say? You want to see the world burn one card draw at a time? Well, you know what? Me too, buddy. Let's do this. Welcome to the Magic After Dark takeover of the EDH Lounge. We have 4 times the card draw. We have 4 times the pain. And if you're keeping score at home, 4 times the fun. My name is Jolton. I'll be playing Nekusar. Eli, what are you playing?
I am playing Nekusar.
Oh, very nice. Fancy that. PJ, what are you playing?
I can't believe you guys brought the same commander as me, but I'm also playing Nekusar, and I metagamed extra hard for this one.
Yeah, me too, me too. And across the pond, we have Tribal Kai joining us from the EDH Lounge. What are you playing, buddy?
Hello, I am playing Nekusarus Rex as well.
Very nice, very nice. And just as a quick reminder, we are all recording from our very own perspective. Eli over at Cardboard Confrontation, PJ at Commander Replay, and Tribal Kai at the EDH channel. So make sure you bounce around, check out our opening hands, leave a comment, like, and subscribe, because you know what? We're YouTube people and we love comments. So anyway, let's have some fun. Welcome to the EDH Lounge.
Talk about the awkwardness of having 2 check lands in my opener.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. I've always, ever since we did the Atraxa, 4 times Atraxa, I'm like, man, I want to do 4 times Nekusar real bad.
That Atraxa game was silly.
Yeah, that was fun. But
should have placed bets before this to see how long this game's gonna last.
Man, I'm kind of thinking that it's gonna. I don't know. I don't think it's going to go super quick. I could see it kind of being this weird, like PJ mentioned, like you've got these weird inbred meta games. Like I kind of backed off like the wheel effects a little bit and hoping other people would run wheel. I don't know. It's just going to be.
I did that too.
Yeah.
No one's running wheels.
It's like everybody like loads up on life gain, so it turns into like an hour and a half long life gain match.
It depends entirely on how much metagame's going on.
Yeah. But this is, man, I'm glad we're doing this. He's always been my favorite commander. And for the people at home, I've always called him Nekusar. Like, and I know that's not the correct way to pronounce it, but like, that's just how I've always called it. So it feels weird to pronounce it the correct way. So I'm dyslexic or some version of that. So anyway, I've been calling him that for like 2 years. So before you hop in the comments, that is why.
Do you know Aurelia is actually pronounced Aurelia?
Really?
Yeah, I'm not changing at this point, though.
Yeah, you see, and that's kind of what it is. It's like he's like my buddy. Like it's like when you have a friend in school, and then like the substitute teacher calls roll call and calls them by their legal name. You're like, oh, I never.
Who's John?
Yeah, who's John? It's kind of like that. It's like it's just Nekusar. That's just what it is.
But the spelling by Wizards of the Coast has always been a little bit janky in that regard. Like, they want it to be pronounced a certain way, but then they spell it another way. So it's pretty difficult.
If they could just like send us content creators a pronunciation guide when a new set comes out, that would be magical.
I don't know why they don't do that. That drives me nuts. Okay, let's see.
I think I pronounce Najila the Blade Blossom incorrectly. I pronounce her Naila on my channel. And apparently she's actually based on a real name. That name is from Arabic, I think.
Oh.
And it's pronounced, it's spelt Najila instead of the double E. And you just think, well, if it's based on a real name, why don't you just use the actual spelling? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. And like, I forgot who said it, but like, why they don't provide a pronunciation guide with the new set is like beyond me, because like there's so many times where like
there's that Howling line.
There's a lot of times where I'll pronounce a commander name, and then people are like, "OMG, how did you not know that this was this and that?" I'm like, dude, like, there's like 1,000 cards in Commander. The fact that I've gotten like 99% of them somewhat right, like, I consider that a success. So,
how do you guys say Kalitas?
I say Kalitas.
Okay.
Like, see, somebody called him Cletus, and I thought that was the stupid. Like, I cannot handle that. I'm like, it makes him sound like Cletus, like an old like
slack-jawed yokel.
Yeah, like a country folk. I'm like, no, I'm not calling it. He's such a cool looking guy. Oh, Ivory Tower.
Yeah, I forgot to put that card in.
Yeah,
Who
I've got some live
this
game.
gem?
Dang it. Yep. All right, so we've got the metagame going.
Didn't this thing get like banned from like most formats at one point in time?
Yeah, I love like looking at the old ban list from back in the day when it was just kind of like, oh man,
There's a waste knot.
this is turning into a big old ant pile right now.
Yeah, what we on turn 3, and we're already starting to worry about each other's spells.
Yeah. I'm out of lands. I need to like catch a land with that howling mine.
Okay.
You guys are worried? I just got my foot to the gas pedal. I'm like, whatever happens, happens.
I like that. Okay. I think, yeah.
If we're going to be getting a lot of card draw, Eli, your tactics here aren't actually the worst because you don't want to be discarding things with a waste knot in play, for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I thought about playing no wheels at all and just the draw phase and just paying
Yeah,
full
letting
iron
everyone else do
price.
it for you.
Yeah.
Where's that reliquary?
I had thought
tower?
about going like all burn spells and letting you guys play the wheels. Like ult you, incinerate you, lava spike you.
Okay, so none of us are playing wheels, is what I'm hearing.
Yep, no wheels.
This is the worst Nekusar game ever.
and I just discarded my wheel effect.
It's like turn 2, young Charmancer. Turn 3, the goblin, better snipe.
Oh.
So like Nekusar, he's always been my buddy. Like he's like the first, like my first commander deck was Omnath. And then after that, like I built Nekusar and I was like, man, this is like, you can win in Magic without like getting big dumb creatures off the battlefield. You can win in this wild way. Like, I guess like who would be your four times commander that you like PJ and Travel Kind, Eli, who would be y'all's like, I want this to be a 4 times lounge?
Elish Norn.
Elishnorn? Oh, oh. That would be
Think
very
about that for a
interesting.
second. Think
Yeah.
about that for a second.
Granty.
Gonti? Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Unesh have speed magic.
Ooh. Unesh? Oh my gosh, Unesh would be brutal.
Yeah.
Never-
I
What
don't
about you?
actually. I haven't built this deck. I've just been easing my way into multiplayer over the past few weeks and saw the
Yeah.
other night a Gishath deck. So maybe 4 of those would be interesting.
Oh, that would, man. That'd be just Dino Rumble right there. That'd be a lot of fun.
Jurassic Park.
I want to get some fast mana going real bad. I'm jealous of Eli's Soul Ring.
Yeah, that's a fine play. Ooh, that's
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pain starting.
thingy's down.
Discard.
I'm on land.
Let's go. No lanes. No lanes for PJ. No lands.
Get this ivory tower going.
That's gonna be problematic.
Yeah, that is. And I don't think I brought in any artifact hate.
All right. It's something.
Yeah, it
That's
might not
better
even
than
put Vandal
nothing.
Blast in.
I love the art on the new check lands. Oh man, they look so good.
Oh, right, that one doesn't work there. Let us. I think we're just gonna go ahead and shoot this thing.
It's kind of fun running enchantments in oh yeah, I like that. It's fun running enchantments in these, when you got 4 times Nekusar, because you're like, black, like there's not really much you can do with enchantments and like
These
this
are just
color
gonna
set.
stick there the whole game.
Yeah, so it kind of feels good knowing like, well, should I put this in here? I was like, hey, somebody's gonna have to jump through some hoops to even take care of it. So I'm like, yeah, go for it.
Who brought an Ugin?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope, no Ugin over here. Man, I love that border frame.
The inventions.
Yeah, they just knocked it out of the park, and then I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like the way people took the innovate, what the invocations or whatever.
Yeah, the invocations. Those didn't go so well.
Yeah, I mean, it was different, but it was just like, man, that was.
I think the problem with the invocations for me is that like they just didn't feel like magic cards, where the inventions feel like magic cards and they look
Yeah.
wonderful. Like I still want them, but they're still so expensive.
Yeah.
I thought that the like supply would eventually kind of catch up, and like the lesser ones would dwindle down in price, and that really has not happened.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Well, what is it? Foil foil rares are more rare than mythics, aren't they?
Foil rares are more rares than mythics.
Or more rare than mythics with regards to their print quantity.
I would
I
think
think
so.
I heard that somewhere. And then
Yeah,
I
that sounds
wonder
right.
how rare that cycle of cards is.
Over dice. Or however you say that card. What the?
that's the meta game right there.
Had to look at it for a second.
Yeah, just like what? Why we got a sheep in there?
What?
Yeah, no, it was fun trying to like it feels like all right, so if I'd load up on this like spell package and then this spell package anticipate this, I mean definitely, and that was one of the cards that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna run that one in there.
Yeah, I need to catch the mana rocks too.
Yeah, I was hoping to hit one off of Tezzeret earlier, but we'll
I
see.
feel behind.
You know what would have looked really good in that frame? Because I think about what would look good in those invention frames is Howling Mine. Like, however they would have done that. Like,
Oh yeah.
because the art already looks cool to begin with right now with the skull and then like that orange color. I
Yep.
can imagine like how good that would have looked if they'd made it like that. And then there was something else I thought about the other day. All right, we got Nekusar. Let's go. There's another artifact that I was like, man, that would look good as an invention. But yeah, I think with the invocations, like it was just they went so like I enjoyed the initial look of it, but they just went so like the bordering looked so bad on it. I think
Yeah.
that's what ended up just kind of like killing it. Was just like the border was so big, but like they were on point with the theme. It was just like
My problem is that like when someone plays them at the table, I literally can't read them.
yeah, I mean
They're
it was
like
like
so dark in color.
like I get the when you use a hieroglyphic font, but I mean for like a card name, like it's so important to kind of very quickly be able, even if you don't know what the art is, you can see days on it. You're like, oh, okay, days, like you know what days does, but it was just
Right.
it's hard, like you mentioned, it's hard to see the art, then it's hard to see the font, and it's just like I remember when they passed them out as like previews to people, and people were like, oh well. Can't wait to show it. It's going to be interesting. And I remember thinking, like, okay, I'm curious to see what this is going to be. Oh, excuse me.
Is it true that they look better in paper than they do when you're looking at them on a computer screen or on Magic Online? That you can kind of turn them to the light and see what they were going for?
I've heard that, but to be honest, I've never seen one in person. Like I
No,
play.
neither have I.
With the sleeve on, they're very dark. Like it's actually very hard to read them, but
Look a little better, not much though.
I'm just trying to think, like they've got the pillars to the side, haven't they? And
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if that's, with the foil effect, maybe just kind of looks 3D. That's obviously what they were going for, I think.
Yeah, like I need to see it in person. It probably makes a difference, but it's still like it's almost like if you think about it, like it just has to be like a card only looks good in paper. Like maybe they kind of somehow still miss the boat, even if that's the case. Like because there's times where I've got Wrath of God in the invocation.
oh,
nothing.
Yes, I would like to take care of that ivory tower. But yeah, like it's hard to even like on Magic Online. It's just like ugh, sometimes. Yeah, I like that. Get rid of that ivory tower.
oh man, that was that was gonna bring us home.
Come down with the rest of us.
Yeah, PJ was all high and mighty, just like, look at these peasants with no life gain.
Mwahaha.
I can't believe I missed the ivory tower, man. I would have loved to put that in
Yeah,
here.
I'm like, oh wait a second, I know what card needs to be in here.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing it all the way back to my youth.
It's just, I wanted some mana rocks real bad. I want to bust this open. And then also, speaking of the card art, the Zendikar expeditions, like those were really good too. Those look good.
Yeah, those
It's
ones
just
look nice.
Yeah, it's just crazy how it's just, and to me, it's just the bordering. If they'd just done like the proxy guy, he had done, the proxy guy had done like a mock-up of it where he kept the original theme that they were going for and just really kind of reduced the bordering around the art, and it just made a world of difference. So
yeah, I saw who is it? MSJ Alters, I think. on
Uh-huh.
Twitter yesterday did a beautiful altar on Badlands. Like,
Ooh.
looks nothing like the original, but it's just an amazing piece of art.
Nekusar is turned into, he is officially a land now.
It's a land. Oh man, I have like all the signets and I'm not finding any of them. Just want mana rocks. I have a Worn
Oh.
Power Stone, but it's so slow with everyone up to these starts.
Yeah, I've got a mana. Yeah, I've got Thran Dynamo. I'm trying to see what I'm going to draw into before I get it down.
Is imprisoned in the moon on my side of the field on at your end?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it
underneath
always
Waste
does that,
Not.
does it? Okay.
I don't know why. It's just
Well,
like,
why wouldn't it be?
yeah, exactly. What else did you expect?
It feels like it can't be that hard to fix that problem.
Yeah, it's only this
Yeah.
version of Magic Online. It wasn't on the previous ones.
Yep.
Oh, so it's a feature in the new one.
I don't know. I just don't understand how like things got worse with with this client. That's a pretty good card.
Yeah, it is. See if this sticks. All right.
Counterspells? What are those?
uh, yeah, let's go that.
Tezzeret. Find a
What
mind
are
crank?
we Tezzerating for?
Yeah, considering you need to.
Oh, I forgot to put Death Mantle in here. I knew that, like, I built the deck yesterday, and I was like, dang it.
Demon's Horn. We're going deep.
Has anyone ever cast Demon's Horn in a Commander game?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure they have.
You know, the one the cycle that checks for the land coming into play also, like,
They're
not saying
actually
it's good, but like I could see a situation where it might be usable.
I've seen them used to quite a good effect before. Yes, yeah. Maybe in a more casual sense, but yeah, they can be all right.
Yeah, every point of I think, dang it, I should have sequenced that turn a lot differently. I just now realize I hate that when you get so like, it's my turn, I got to do it, and then you're like,
Yep.
as you're
Yep.
passing the turn, and you're like,
Oh, that's one thing people don't understand. Hey, come on now. No, that's one thing people don't understand about content creators, and you're trying to concentrate on
yes,
making your sentences actually cohesive and make at
Yeah.
least a little bit of sense. And then, oh, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I was trying to make at least a little bit of sense with my commentary, so
Yeah.
I messed up a little bit there.
I have a bad habit of like getting halfway into a sentence and then changing thoughts because either something happens on screen or like I'm thinking too fast and I can't
Absolutely
get the words out right, and then we just cut all that in the editing process. But who paper snag? Vapor
Every point of
snag
damage helps.
Part of nightmares.
I love this card.
Okay.
I played Standard during the Snapcaster Vapor Snag era.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it is a card of nightmares for you then.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't matter what you play against Snapcaster Vapor Snag. Life is just going to be miserable.
That was when I got into Magic kind of the first time, but I didn't play Standard during that one. It was like a year after that. So like I got in during I just think of, anytime I think of Standard, I think of Sphinx Revelation and Snapcaster and all that fun stuff. And so, because I remember, like, I was just getting into that, and like my deck was like, I had a budget of $30, and so when like somebody would just be playing Esper, playing Esper against me with Sphinx Revelation, I'm like, man, they're cheating. So I hated the deck, but I always think of Standard whenever I think of that now.
Yep.
And that's the same thing with
just before that.
It always reminds me of Splinter Twin, because then I got into Modern and I hated Splinter Twin because that was like the #1 deck.
Yep.
And then once I finally got to the point in Modern to where I appreciate the deck as like a fun deck to pilot and a fun deck to play against, it got banned, and I want to play it so bad now.
Yeah.
So
I've been, I keep seeing like all the commentary about unban it. It's fine. And I think even I'm coming around to the idea. I'm like, you know what? It's probably fine. There's so many turn 3 decks running around now.
I mean, like when you see Hollow One and you see like all these
Yep.
other, like I remember thinking like I think the thought of putting down a 3-drop creature and then tapping out 4 mana for an enchantment is like I'm like,
Yeah, it
if
seems,
that's what you want to do, more power to you because
right,
like
slow motion compared to everything else that's happening.
yes, and like then people talking about well that's going to take over the blue tempo deck. Like I will take my life gain, thank you very much, and you just think about like, maybe it does kind of take over the blue control deck, but I'm really excited. Did y'all see any of the Modern Horizon spoilers?
I saw was it Sarah Planeswalker?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
That one
the
looks
what was
sweet.
the black creature?
the Cabal Therapist.
Yeah, something like that. Something
Oh,
Cabal something.
mana drain. Yes,
Mana
I would like.
drain. Now I got some
Oh.
mana ramp.
Well, this is we've made it to the 20-minute mark, so that's pretty good so far.
Oh yeah, yeah, doing good.
It's been a lot less chaotic than I assumed it was going to be.
It's like we've all like we're having the gunfight out in the Wild Wild West where everyone's just got their hand right next to their gun, just ready to grab it.
We've all got nukes pointed at each other.
Yeah, we're just waiting to push that button.
Mutually assured destruction.
That's exactly it.
What are we doing? We need
What I would do, PJs, I would tap out and
red.
not do anything.
I would heed that advice.
Yeah, I support that. So that's
Let's
what.
try that little guy right there.
Ooh.
Hey,
Ooh.
Hey now,
No one wheel, including you, PJ.
Worn Power Stone. Okay.
finally get a mana rock down. Come on. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh. So I see you guys brought control decks.
I told you, man. I've got like 2 wheel effects in here. Just I'm waiting for this.
Grixis control.
I'm waiting for the smoke to clear, and then that's when like stuff happens. But even then, if you built a control deck, you're trying to keep your opponents in control. The fact that you're trying to build that deck and like everybody has access to card draw, so it's just kind of like you can never get to the point to where you like get some solid 2-for-1s. It's always just going to rebuild, or even something like Waste Knob. That's going to be hard to play against.
Yeah. Should have just put 45 removal spells in here.
I really, really enjoy that Waste Not has the tag on the bottom, designed by the Magic community. That's so like I love that.
Oh wow, yeah, I never noticed that.
Yeah, it was like in N15. I wish they did this again, but they had a lot of guest designers make cards for like the set. Like the aggressive mining was Notch from Minecraft, and then a few other things. So I don't know. I think that's pretty cool that they, there's a lot of room to do that in a core set.
That's a really good card.
Yeah, I've heard you wax lyrical about this before on your channel, PJ.
Yeah, and like I still don't play it. Like I talk about how awesome it is, and then I don't put it in my deck, and then I'm just like, oh. Especially
It's only
in this,
okay.
in this meta.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, because I always thought she was like a vampire spider lady, and then I realized that was her dress. Yep, that's right. I remember that now. Like the little ribbons look like she'd be a vampire spider lady. Like those are her little legs or whatever. Okay, let's see what we cash into. Ah, yes, we found it. The tower. Tower of Power.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to get one of those.
Tezzeret's a clever include in a Grixis deck, considering how much you need to ramp with artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love
didn't
it.
think with that.
If there's any way I can just jam Tezzeret in something, I'm like, yep, here we go. Even if I'm forcing it, I love playing Tezzeret. Okay.
I actually used the original Tezzeret the other day, and like, not a card that I've played a lot of, and I'm like, this thing's good.
Yeah. I mean, like, and I've been playing a lot of Arena, and Tezzeret works out like I'm building a Grixis Tezzeret, not Tezzeret deck, but a Grixis just kind of like control style deck with Nicol Bolas and different things. And oh yeah, I got it to stick. And then, but yeah, it's been fun. You get down a couple because I've been also running the Power Stone shards in there. It's kind of like a pseudo Tron build, and getting down Tezzeret, it feels really good to use that zero ability to cash in a couple card draw or simply just get it down and like kind of be like, hey, I'm just going to keep drawing an extra card per turn. If you want to swing in at Tezzeret, go for it. And then you can see
for us.
Yeah, let's see. It's sort of fun. We got.
Oh,
Ooh.
yep, that's a card.
Okay.
See, this is where I didn't think the game would go long. I just thought the game would get to the point to where there's so many different variables that it's just like your brain can't. Like we got
Yeah.
Fever Visions and we've got Polluted Bonds and we've got like Waste Not, and you're kind of like, all right, if I go for the wheel effect and Travel Kai gets 100 zombies, am I dead then? So this is where it's just like, okay.
Yeah, you get to the point where you just give up and I'll just wheel and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Well, do the Welcome to the Lounge. And there you go. You won.
Yeah, what did Eli say? A baptism by fire?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, except every time we have someone new on, I think they win.
Yeah. I remember when Austin from Commander 99, he was on and he was like, we were kind of like, I felt like I was being nice to him. We were being nice. And next thing you know, he's like, pow, he's like karate chopping us in the head. I'm like, dang it.
Yep.
That happened with Pleasant Kenobi as well. Was it Tatyova?
Yeah, Tatyova.
Yeah, he just played by himself for half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just, I remember being like, dang it.
The worst part was I was playing Fire Song and Sunspeaker that one. I had 10 board wipes in my deck, and I did not draw a single one.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. Oh, and then what was that other lounge that we did that you, like you just couldn't catch a land for like 18 turns, something like that?
Yeah, the Blade the Risen one.
Yes, that's what it was. I remember you were like, well,
pre-modern. I won that one, but like it didn't even feel good. Like I was just like, this is awful.
This is horrible.
I don't remember that one. Did you win because people left you alone due to not getting land drops?
Like
so
it was pre-modern, and we were all playing black. And pre-modern black means just a ton of removal. Like
that's all
nothing stayed in play. So I literally took like, I'm not kidding, 10 turns off because I just couldn't make a land drop. And then somehow like everyone just wore each other down, and then I was able to get Blade Wing down.
Who were you playing, Eli? It was, what was his name?
I think he had Urtai. Is that right?
For which one?
For the pre-modern Urtai?
Urtai the Corrupted.
Yeah, so he was playing that, and I was playing Zero the Risen, or whatever her name is. And not the Risen, but she was the Bumblebee Jund commander where you draw a card.
Zira.
Yeah, Zira. I went Kavu Tribal and somehow I ended up drawing more cards than Eli. And I just felt like, even though I didn't win, I was like, yes, like my Jund Kavu Tribal deck. Like, and then the other thing was, what was it? The fact that I think I like tapped out for like 5 mana, and that was just to get down a kicked Kavu. That was like a 3/3. Everybody's like, oh, all right. So this is what this game is. I'm like, yep.
You don't know what that dies to? Everything in this format.
Everything. With a 5 mana kicker to make a 3/3 with vigilance or something. It was just something like not even just not good.
Oh, here's some things. Parasite.
Now, a PJ, you can't cast the Locust God because he does have a commander tax out of your hand now. So don't try to do that.
I'll only count up the mana anyway. Figure out what we got. Oh man, the punishment's starting to take over. 3, 4, 8.
That God cycle didn't work when it went to the graveyard for the longest time, and I don't know if that's been fixed now.
Yeah, that happened to me in a video a while back.
That happened to me a lot, but I just forgot to send him to the graveyard.
Well, that's I recorded with the Scarab God the other day, and I did exactly that because I was pre-programmed to not send it to the graveyard because it's broken. And now that it's supposed to work, I need to reprogram myself the other way now.
Yeah, that's like you mentioned. That's it's hard. Ooh, yeah,
that is a very clever include. Yeah,
that's pretty solid. I love that there's just so many cards that come down where everybody's like, okay,
yes.
Yes, like
Stroking our chins.
I didn't include that. Like that's that's gonna be some good mana.
All right. I didn't actually think that was gonna work. Where are we going? Where is this? That seems like a problem.
Do you ever come across Neheb in 1v1? Because it's surprisingly good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, I've played against him before, and it's like if you just have a couple spot removal, it's okay, as long as you keep him in check. But if you don't have
Yeah.
spot removal, it is like Eldrazi fest, and you're like,
Yes.
and it's almost just like you just like somebody like says your name and you turn around and you just get like karate kicked in the face. You're like, bam, and it's just like so much stuff. Like they just end up with so much mana. You're kind of like, okay, well, I don't know how to. Good game.
I think Neheb is still underplayed. Like I think it should be in most red decks. It's such a good card.
Yeah,
very good.
It is. I mean, it's free real estate. It's free mana, man.
Yeah, and it just has like a great body on it too. 4/6 for 5 mana. It just like it does a lot for its mana cost. Jolt, you got the most life. You got a good.
What? I don't have the most life. Well, kind of. Oh, look.
That's how math works.
What have we done? What have we done? That's 7 mana. We
Locust God. That way we can get some wheel effects, have some insects, have some zombies, and have some fevered visions as we.
All right.
I thought about playing every controller Magic since I figured everyone's going to be.
Oh, that would have been miserable. Shoot.
Yeah, I got for it.
No, I'm going to have to read this card about 6 times before
Yeah, so
I remember how to
what
play
is
it.
this?
This card is amazing.
Destroy target
1v1, it's a
non-basic lane.
beating. Yeah, 1v1 is just a straight up 4-for-1.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, because they can't choose you, right? So they have to choose their own permanents.
I want to play that now.
Yeah, I've copied it in 1v1 with the goggles before. It's pretty filth.
Oh man, yeah, that seems good.
8 for 1.
8 for 1.
Instant. Like, how's that card an instant?
Yeah, that's wild. Oh, yes.
I want my Sangromancer.
The
That's all I care about.
Yeah, that Sangromancer will keep you. Oh man.
PJ said it's not disappointed at all. I mean, I get it. I get the disappointment.
Can I take it back?
Volcanic Offering is like it's like it's 5 mana. So you're like, oh man, it's 5 mana. That just feels like a lot, but then just like it's so good every time.
Well,
I play
it's
it.
like, yeah, I mean, even 1 versus 1, destroy a land and then 7 damage, and then like then you have times where like somebody played that against me and I didn't understand what was going on, and I clicked on my own land, so like I destroyed 2 of my lands. So I was like, dang it.
Yep.
Or I guess I don't know how that worked, because it's supposed to be one you don't. Somehow I ended up like blowing up my own creature or something.
Whoops.
Like they got a 2 for 1 out of the deal. I can't remember how it happened, but it was not fun.
I was doing a 2 versus 2 the other day, and I played this thing, and I realized that like the other 2 opponents didn't have non-basic lands down, so I actually had to shoot my ally's land. I'm like, sorry about that, but you know the creatures we're killing are very important right now. So,
well, look at Jace's over there. Not just a little bit of table talk. Jace is getting a little fat and happy over there. Look at Jace.
I saw that. Yeah, so
Look
it's
at him.
Yeah, he hasn't done too much actually.
Well, Tezzeret doesn't do much. I mean, I think the main factor is Jace is getting real fat and happy. He's at a buffet. Honestly, Scout's promise. I forgot to put Mindcrank in here.
Nice. That is
Scout's promise 100%. Like I know I like to.
Of all people, Joel, you forgot that.
Yeah. Well, I met a game so hard, and then I was like, I went to go because I had to go somewhere. I had to. That's what it was. My sister and I were gonna go get some comics, and I was working on the deck, and then I was in the shower, and I was like, oh, I need to add Mind Crank and Dust Mantle before I leave. And then by the time I got ready, I forgot.
Okay, the Vampiric Link has gone under my Sangromancer, so that confused me for a second. No, it's definitely
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's an interesting line.
It looks like it's attached to the right spot. It's just visually.
That's a
Yeah.
good meta. That's a good call too. This Devil's Horn.
Ooh, fancy demonic tutor.
And I love the art on Devil's Horn. Like I don't really I get that it's a Devil's Horn, but like the background is it makes it look like a sci-fi spaceship or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't get why that background was chose for Devil's Horn, but hey.
You know what I miss? I miss when the backgrounds were a bit more abstract. Like
Yeah.
now they're always trying to convey like whatever city or plane that they're on.
Yeah.
But I feel like it clutters things up too much, and now there's just like too many things going on the cart. Crap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Someone counted that.
Why?
Eli's making me nervous, saying nothing over there.
Just looking at my hand.
Don't look at your hand, just pass priority. You're okay.
Just pass priority.
Come on, we've all got lives to live after this. Come on. Hurry up.
Ah.
Oh, out comes Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie. You got your very own Frankie. I remember when I did that story and then somebody left a comment and they're like, dude, I thought you were serious for a long time. I was like, no.
How long have they been watching you? They don't get your sense of humor?
Yeah. They're like, I had to look it up for a second. I was like, yeah, well, that's good. I like that.
Where's that in the lore?
Why does Sangromancer have less power? Oh, Jace?
Yeah,
Jace,
Jace targeted that, yeah.
Good job, Jace. Fat and happy Jace.
Hey, he's just looting.
Okay.
Or he was.
Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting some very, very nice options over here.
Control deck's ain't happy.
I mean, I'm just ripping lands. Blah. That's it. That's nasty. Yuck. Wish I had some answers. I love the art on Vampiric Link. It just the card, the black and gray tone works so well with the border and the framing. Oh, I love it. It's a good Magic card right there.
I've used that card a few times to prevent big things from attacking into me.
Okay, so let's go.
But the best thing is, PJ, I think I'm right in saying this. If they swing into someone else with that big creature, you'll still get the life, won't you?
Yeah, exactly. It was a 1v1 where I used it, so it's kind of just like a, it does nothing now. But
yeah,
Kind of like
multiplayer. There's
pacifism.
certainly a place for it. Sometimes I get frustrated that there aren't enough deck slots. I want the 200 card commander format where I can just load in all the jank.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely no consistency at that point.
Right, yeah. I just want to play with random cards. It's all right, if I want this deck to be good, then I gotta run my tutors, gotta run the board wipes, gotta run the, And it's how many deck slots do you actually get after that? Not enough to screw around with Vampiric Link usually.
Yeah, exactly. You run your artifacts and your cultivates or whatever else you need. You can almost have some kind of template for most of your decks.
Yeah,
then you're down to a 40 card deck at that point.
Yeah, 30, 35 sometimes.
Yeah.
What's this now?
See,
Nothing to see here. Nothing
Oh,
to
yep,
see
good
here.
one.
Keep on going. Keep on moving. Keep on moving, everybody. Okay.
That is actually a very good card for only 2 mana.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Deceptively so.
Also, it's life loss also, which you know, is a good thing. Megrim is damage. Which is much
One mana
easier.
more.
Yes, Megrim is 3 mana, isn't it?
Yep.
But it's damage.
Ah,
I was hoping to cash it in for that Locust God,
or
but
a heb.
So, what, you're not friends with Frankie anymore, or what?
not Frank. No, I'm going to send him back to the Is It Lab as a zombie. I'm sure Niv Mezzet would enjoy that. It'll give him something to do. And then, yeah, I think that's good. That was a kind of low-key turn. Not a whole lot happened on my end.
I still just love the art on the heb. Giant flaming spear. It just
Oh,
feels
yeah.
like the most red card.
Oh, I was like, where did I get that card draw from? And then I forgot.
Yeah, I got the fever visions.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what just happened? I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Got the fever.
For a minute, I thought about trying to build an Owling Mine style deck.
Ooh, that'd have been fun.
I shifted away from that pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, I just wanted to. I'm glad I didn't now because we don't seem to be piling in on the wheel effects.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I just wanted to put lots and lots of removal into here and kind of rely on
Yeah.
everyone else's card draw.
Yeah, see, that's what I was doing too. So like we've all kind of like mitigate. But I will say this, Devil's Horn. I was worried about putting these in here, and I'm so glad I did because
it's
Devil's
working,
Horn,
man. It's working.
It is.
put in some work. There's, most of these Nekusar decks end up being like 50% black or whatever. All right,
I think
let's
I had
see.
a fairly even spread of colors.
Yeah, mine was basically Demir splashing red. That was
Okay.
kind of what I ended up what it ended up being.
All right, what's Eli got? Uh-oh.
Ooh, okay. So we got a swung. Oh,
Yep, that's a pretty good card.
yep, that's a thing.
Pretty good card.
That'll definitely keep. Let's see. That's gonna get. Now we're getting to the fun part, especially if PJ gets down to the Locust God too.
Locust Wars.
Hold on, I gotta read just real quick.
Dude, the Locust God is such a busted Magic card. Like,
The fact that they have haste makes all the difference.
yes. I mean, it's just like it's
Yeah.
insane to me. There's so many times, and in a multiplayer setting, it's okay. I mean, it's not as bad. There's 3 more removal pieces, but in 1v1, there's so many times where like I'm against the ropes, I'm down to 4 life, and I'm like, well, let's just see what we draw into. And then it's like 5 wheel effects later. I'm like, all right, good game. Like you escape death somehow. Yes, don't mind if I do.
If only that was the end of it.
Oh,
You let it go?
I nearly added Rakdos Charm into my deck, and if I'd known I'd be seeing Locust Gods, I definitely would have added that.
Yeah,
It
that's a
has a
fantastic
modal effect on it for anyone who doesn't know. Each creature
yeah.
deals 1 damage to its controller, which would be interesting with Locust God on the field.
I always think about that. Like, I come across that card, like, man, I need to put that in something to like really have some fun with it, and like just catch the one person that's got 400 tokens on the battlefield and be like, boop.
Yeah, against an elf deck or
Yeah.
Avenger of Zendikar, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7, 8, 9. Cool.
Oh,
I love just counting 9. Okay, cool. Can't wait.
It's usually Eli, I find, watching the lounge, it's usually Eli just subtly whispering numbers to himself.
That's when you gotta watch out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That lightning greaves.
Usually just counting how many land drops I've missed.
Can't be missing those land drops, man.
Okay.
That's been a few. First time it was Warm Power Stone. Now it's Chasm Skulker. Every time PJ taps for 3 mana, I'm thinking we're going to see a wheel.
Yeah, no, I get really scared. I'm like, okay.
I think well,
Jace, yeah, you're right.
Eli's got
Get-
that massively big 1/1 blocker, so
Yeah.
Jace, not Tezzeret.
Yeah, Tezzeret's scary. Jace is doing nothing.
Ah.
it's still alive. It'll be fine.
Jace ain't killing anybody.
Where is Jace? Oh, Jace is hiding behind the the token for a second.
Yeah,
Under
that's
his-
why PJ didn't swing. He couldn't see it.
Under his cloak.
Jace is the master of illusions.
How about that Chasm Skulker tech?
Mm-hmm. He's pretty good. Little card, especially because you get a ton, and especially that they have Island Walk too. That is
Yeah.
that's
All for
always
3
good.
mana too. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
can't go wrong with that.
And that's another one of those M15 designed by Mike Newman, whoever that is. I'm not sure, but it's a pretty cool design.
Yeah. They need to let me design a couple cards.
Oh, man. I think about a 2 or 3 drop aristocrat sack outlet commander all the time. Like if you could somehow like, and I don't know what the appropriate cost would be, but like smushing together blood artist, a sack outlet, and then Esper colors, or maybe not Esper colors.
So the commander that I would make would be Flying Haste Angel, red white.
Okay.
When it attacks, you return target creature either go 2 power or 3 mana cost from your graveyard tapped and attacking.
Oh, I like that.
That'd be the value piece that like everyone complains that Boros doesn't have.
So it's like a
And-
red white hasty flyer that brings something out of the graveyard.
And tapped and attacking, yeah.
That's I like that. That
Yeah,
would definitely
it's
be
so on color, and it's so like fits perfectly and just like fills a role that fills a void that is not. I'm running Whip of Erebos too, but yeah, fills a void that's just not there.
Yeah. Let me see.
Joel.
We got life gain. We got 1 life gain over here, and I'm sure it's mine. Sorry. I'm really hungry for life gain. And we're finally going to be getting some Magic After Dark going too. I think.
I mean, I thought this game was going to be over like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, 100%.
Thought it was be like someone's gonna play like a Liliana's Caress, someone else is gonna play Nekusar, next person plays a wheel. Oh, we all die.
Yep. It's just getting to the interesting part now.
Yep. Are we on turn 8?
Turn 8. I give it 3 turns.
Meanwhile, Jolt just climbing higher into the stratosphere life-wise.
Not me, nah.
43 or 43, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what is a life total? I mean, like, abstractly, like, come on, PJ, like, what does it even mean?
I mean, it doesn't happen super often in Commander, but the best is when you can win from 1 life.
Okay, yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Do you have Ether Flux Reservoir in this deck, Jolt? Because you probably should.
I don't. I thought about it, but it's like, there's no way my life total is going to get that high, like, metagaming this.
Yeah.
I don't suppose it's as good in multiplayer either.
It's fine. Like it. I've seen many people get shot with an Ether Flux with a spell on the stack as the sort of counter spell.
Yeah. You could take the last player out, I suppose.
Yep. Although usually what happens, like most people usually have like 50 or 60 life. So when they ether flux, if there are other people left at the table, then they usually die to what's at the table. Because their life total goes to like, I don't know, 10 afterwards.
Yeah.
You really need to get to like 100, 150. Kind of be safe with that. But trading post. Ooh, I should have put a trading post in.
That's another card you never see played, and it's really good.
Yeah.
To the
Well,
moon.
Now you're just copying me.
I was playing at the shop the other night, and a kid tried to sacrifice his Brea, targeting his Brea with the trading post. I'm like, no, that doesn't work. You can't it can't be in two places at once. And we had to take like a 5-minute rule break to like go find the rule and do all that. But I'm like, yeah, that card would be busted in half if you could, return the thing that you were sacrificing.
I always love it when you first get into Magic. Not always time, but like getting into Magic, like when you have something like certain rules interaction like worked up in your head, like it works this way, and then they're like, no, that's not how that works. I was like, I remember I was at a pre-release, and it was like one of the first pre-releases I went to, and for some reason I needed an extra card in my graveyard. I think it was like Go Gary reasons or something, and so I was like, well, I'm just going to cast a spell with no target, and then I tried to like put it into my graveyard. Like I was like, you can't do that, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, this will work. This will really get my graveyard going, and then something else. But I think it was just like a removal spell with no creatures on the battlefield. But somehow I needed it in the graveyard.
Yep.
But he was like disappointed. He was like, you can't do that. I was like,
Yep.
oh, okay.
9 times out of 10, whatever you want it to do, it doesn't do that.
Yeah. I remember being like, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
You're like, oh, this is disappointing. But then you're like, oh, wait, it would be like just completely broken if it did this thing that I'm wanting it to do right now. The one that always bugged me for years was Shieldred's upkeep trigger. The creature needs to be in the graveyard before the start of your turn. Like you can't get the trigger on the stack and then get something in the graveyard, and that would like come up.
Target it.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could
That's
see
the one that always got me.
There's things that are always really just confusing in general with Magic because you think something makes sense in your head, and you're like, oh no, technically it needs to be on the stack and then targeting something. But yeah. I get that. I'm ready for the wheel effects to start going. That way we can get the Locust God and
yeah.
It's bad. 1, 2.
I heard the keys there, and I thought there was some secret messaging going back and
yeah, I did too. I was like, all right,
let's start some secret alliances. Let's get those going.
Is there a secret alliance between Joel or PJ here?
It wasn't me. My hands are in my pocket. I'm cold. I normally have a space heater where I record. I don't have it on because sometimes the mic picks it up. So my hands are safely in the pockets of my hoodie, trying to stay warm in this weird cold Texas weather.
Getting there.
Oh, Desert didn't do anything. He's trying to get. Is it Ethereum that he has, right?
Yep.
What?
He's trying to kick his Ethereum habit, Eli, and you're attacking him when he's down. Come on, man.
I know he's wearing the patch.
Yeah, I like that. The Ethereum patch. Can you imagine like the veins coming out from like where that patch is, all metal and like glowing? I love it. Ooh.
Well, guess that's happening.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I think we're good with that. Be a little baby squid token.
Yes. Get a wild small.
Yeah, that's
Exactly. I was playing Peer and Toothy in multiplayer the other day, and Toothy got absolutely huge. And there's, as far as I'm aware, other than Imprisoned in the Moon and things like that, as soon as it comes off the field of play, you're drawing a boatload of cards.
Yeah.
And Chasm Skulker's a similar effect to that.
I always like the squid token. It's so wild looking.
It's pretty wild looking.
Look, they could have just left it like normal looking, but no, they've got like the They got the teeth things going.
Someone made a Sand Warrior token that was getting passed around on Twitter for anyone that plays Aces on
Ooh.
Tamar. It was like, print this token out. This is the one you need. Cool.
Nice. Speaking of that deck, there's this one person that always would like, hey, Jolt, you on? Do you want to play? I was like, yeah, I'll play. And he always played that deck, and it was always like, man, I would just get beat so bad. I would
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, I'm like,
That deck is good,
"Dang."
man.
Yeah, I just remember being like, whew, man, hey, I don't want to be rude, but like, I want to, I want to record an entertaining game, not just get, oh,
Yeah, I wanted to
get
not
to.
get crushed right here.
We got a
It's a
memory
memory
jar,
jar.
but that's a memory jar.
That is
Huh.
a memory jar.
I love that little nothing to see here.
Deciding what to discard. The pain. Clean up. Yep.
Howling Mantis.
Kind of wish I would have saved my metamorph to go for that memory jar. That'd been that'd been pretty good.
Memory jar is a sweet card.
Card's
It's been
busted,
picking up
man.
some steam in white.
Yeah. I run that in Duretti, the original Duretti. It's really, really good.
Well, it's just anything that draws you just to, hey, here's a fresh hand really quick if you want to do something with it.
Yep.
Well, especially in colours that struggle with card draw. Yeah, really good.
Yep.
The only caveat is you have to cast the spells this turn.
It is beautiful with Smothering Tithe.
Ooh.
And then that all combos with a Maria Angel. You can get it back. Or no, a Maria Shepherd, rather.
Ooh, yeah, that is I need to add.
Or
need to start
Cyclonic
adding.
Rift. Destroy everyone's board.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Make them
Oh,
discard
God,
it.
yeah.
I did that one time and I felt really bad about it. I was like, oh. Like we were having a good game and it felt dirty, but I was like, sorry, it's kind of the only line of play I've got.
Rift is dirty.
We're doing it? I think we're doing it.
Uh-oh.
Doing it. That's not good.
I'm good with this.
Now, do you give PJ free grip or not?
No.
No.
Down it
very,
goes.
very quick. No.
That would be bad. Boo. Earns. What's this? How's nobody wielded?
Oh.
Guess we're trying this number again.
Ah, dang it.
I mean, when your opponents get cards like Locust Guard and Chasm Skulker on the field, it kind of dissuades you from wheeling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why would you?
It's just kind of funny. We're like an hour in. There's been 10 to deal.
I don't think there's been any wheel effects at all.
Yeah, I tried a Wheel of Fortune, and I don't know if anyone else. You discarded one at the beginning of the game, didn't you, Joel?
Yeah, dark deal. I was like, I'm not ready. Well, I think you're at the beginning of the game. You don't want to just like let somebody get all their early mana out, and then like, hey, here's a fresh grip of just a bunch of pain to distribute out to everybody. I meant to might have had a counter spell for that locust god, but I had auto yield on. I was like, I was trying to hit the auto yield button real quick, but then it just went. I was like, dang it.
Yep, I had the when the Bedevil hit my Ivory Tower, I had auto yields on because I had that mana drain.
Yeah, you're like, I always hate that.
Mash the button. Come on.
Yeah, like you're hitting F3 or the 3 button. Just go, go, go.
I auto yielded to the pain triggers from the first Nekusar. I think it was Eli's, and then quickly removed that. I thought that's not a clever idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bad. I'll auto everything. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I probably should have responded to the thing.
Should have done that. Look at this polluted bonds.
We need to
Yeah,
edit
Blue
these
Mon's
to see
getting there,
how much
man.
life. Yeah, we need a little life counter to see how much life Jolt's gained from that polluted bond.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
What does it gain you life too?
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
my god, it
Yeah,
does.
it drains for
Yeah.
2.
Each player.
Yeah.
That's good.
4-point swing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it's like a fetch land. I'm like, yeah.
Wish I ran that one, man.
Yeah, because there's slim pickings in life gain in like Grixis colors.
Yep.
It's slim
Yeah, there
pickings.
really is.
You're limited to like Devil's Horn or Demon's Horn, polluted bonds, and like there's another spell that I have. If I draw into it, I'll very quickly show it off to y'all. That's really good for this match. So,
Exsanguinate.
well, that may or may not be in here.
Yeah, I've got one. Mission briefing, huh? Just heard an source. You may cast it this turn if it put into your graveyard. Exile. What we going for?
Yeah, for anyone watching, basically an instant or sorcery I can cast from my graveyard.
It feels good to be running that in standard. It feels like Snapcaster. I mean, basically, it is
Yeah.
Snapcaster. It's
Yeah.
just double blue Snapcaster, and it
No
feels
body
well,
though.
yeah, no body, but it still feels that. It still feels good.
Demonic Tutor for Damnation.
Yeah, having some. I don't have any exile effects in this deck, so
Jolt
definitely
climbing into
gonna
the
have
50s.
There we go. Let's search up that Aetherflux. I wish I would have put it. Man, I was like, there's no way. I was like, don't even put Aetherflux in here. There's no way you're gonna get that much life. And I remember saying that. Like, I was like, this is you're doing wishful jolt thinking on running this card in there.
Putting a Nekusar life gain deck.
Yeah.
Group hug.
I like the demonic tutor, the dude in the background. It's so
Yeah.
creepy.
It's cool art, but it looks like it belongs on a kill spell more than a tutor, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
it's kind of weird. I mean, like I don't like even if it's demonic tutor, like why is he in a boat? Where's he going? I mean, like
He's
you
on
kind
a
of
boat.
like, yeah, I guess like he's tutoring to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the demon's showing him where to go,
He's teaching him how
Big
to
blue
row.
watery road.
or maybe the pirate's the demonic tutor guy, and then the demon hired him as a fishing guide service. That might be it.
He's tutoring him how to row. Just keep moving.
Oh,
man. Just keep
no.
moving. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that happened.
Joel.
Nice
Oh,
play.
did it.
Nice play.
The guy with the least number of cards in hand has been the biggest thorn in my side.
Holding up that arcane.
Welcome to the lounge, man. Welcome.
At least you don't have to deal with heroic intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be too sure. I haven't written that.
I don't know
Thought
how
I'd
you
sneak
always
it in
have
there
that card.
somehow.
You just like mulligan until you find it, or what?
It's the card just loves me.
Keeps a 1-card hand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times like that happens. I'm like, yep.
I was talking to a Perforos player about how Perforos always has impact tremors or
Yep.
was it Nor in the Wary? And he says because you just mulligan until you have them. Like once you have them, you snap keep. I'm like, oh, I get it.
It's kind of like if like I played Lord of Windgrace the other day, and I had like Entomb to be Life from the Home on turn 1 in the graveyard, and then I had one land. I was like, yeah, nope, that'll work. I'm like, even if I don't hit the next land drop for the next 4 or 5 draws, as soon as I get Entomb Life from the Loam, and then I'm just go to town, and I did.
Yep.
So it's kind of very much like that. You just all right, heroic intervention and 2 lands. Let's go.
Choose a number of cards to draw from Arcane Denial. I think I'll take 2.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that once in paper, and that hurts real bad.
Okay.
You're pretty strict with it then, PJ. You don't do take backsies and all that.
Usually it's not too bad, but by the time I remembered, it was like significantly later and would have been a problem at that point.
Yeah.
Like if I had caught it anywhere during the turn, I'm sure it would have been fine, but
Yeah, when it doesn't make any difference.
yep. I get bad. Like I start talking, chit-chatting with people, and I play terrible. Oh, Spellskite. What?
Spell Scout is good.
It's like affinity for artifacts over there.
Nekusar.
3, 4, 5. 5 mana, 6 mana you got?
Hold on, let's see. Trying to make sure. Yeah, that's okay. No, dang it! Ah, crack.
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 No, I did have enough. I saw I had Bloodstained Mire. Dang it. Anyway,
And Dragon's Claws. Where's the blue one?
dang it around somewhere. Hopefully we can get. It's like that artifact. What is it? It was in the core set where if you had the scepter, if you had the chair, and you had something else.
Yeah.
Once you get, it's like a Captain Planet. Once you get the Demon's Horn, the Dragon's Claw, and something else, you're good to go.
I never assembled that one. Maybe that should be a goal.
Yeah, that was the so when I got into Magic, I played on Magic Online, and that was one of the pre-constructed decks that you could play.
Oh yeah.
And I remember when I finally got the entire combo online, my opponent scooped. I remember being like, I remember being offended that they scooped. It's like the game's not over. But I get as a player now, I get why they scooped because they're not going to win against that. But I remember that was the first time where I encountered somebody scooping because they didn't like what I was cooking, and I was like,
yeah.
All right, fine.
Oh, what was I playing the other day? I played something the other day that was just like, oh, it was Joda top 10 creatures you should kill.
Ooh.
So it was just like a steady stream of like Praetors and Eldrazi. And once Vorinclex is the one that'll make people scoop faster than anything else.
Oh yeah, Vorclex hits. I'm like, all right, man,
Well,
good game.
Vorinclex is a surefire way to see if people have spot removal in their hand.
Yeah, because you see that and you're like, you need to get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen you mention that on your channel multiple times, PJ, about how I've only just been getting into multiplayer in the past literally few weeks, and the number of people that don't run spot removal in multiplayer is mind-boggling.
Oh, it's insane. It is insane. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think what happens is because it's so easy to build a deck on Magic Online, you don't have to be that invested into the actual building of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
And because you can play games so easily and because they're generally shorter, like it doesn't force people to like care to build a better deck, because like if you're at the shop for like an hour and a half getting wrecked because you didn't run removal, then like you're gonna remember that and you're gonna go home and you're gonna put removal in your decks. Like Magic Online, I think people are just less invested, and you'll see some questionable deck building.
I can see that because like there's a lot of times where like I did the Zagana deck and I put 0 artifact shit and then something popped down from our opponent and I was like, so we don't have artifact or enchantment removal. And I remember Eli was like, he left a comment like, dude, you don't have artifact or enchantment in blue green? I was like, yeah, I'm getting a little cute on that.
I think you're more likely to get advice in the shop as well from other players.
Yeah.
Whereas on Magic Online, it's seldom anyone even goes in the chat.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know. It's weird because like Magic Online games will go shorter for like partly that reason, and that no one's running removal. And so like when no one runs removal, just whoever like kind of gets to their thing first wins.
Yeah.
Which usually just means like run all the mana rocks. But when you get to the shop and someone lays down like an austere command or a vandal blast or, whatever board wipe, then the game's going to go longer. It's going to go 12, 13, 14 turns sometimes. And like that you want to have bigger things in your deck where if there's no removal at all, then it's kind of, you want to be a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. I don't know.
No,
But-
that makes sense.
But it does keep it interesting for me because like I play enough online now that like it would probably not be great if I went to the shop and it was exactly the same experience.
Yeah.
So like it's a little bit different, like things happen differently, so it at least keeps it fresh and exciting.
Yeah. No, and that's true. That's something I want to start doing.
Ew.
Oof.
Really? That just happened.
Eli?
Yes.
At least it's not
Eli said yes.
Eli?
At least it's not there.
Yes, I did it. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at Jolt 61 life, figuring out how to get around it.
Demon's Horn.
Fanbrick Tutor.
I don't even know.
Get some of that Grixis enchantment removal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There was something.
I was looking through EDH Rec when I was making this deck just to see if there was any cards I was missing, and Temple Bell, a 3-mana artifact that taps to draw everyone a card, I think it is.
Yep.
And in situations like this where you can Vampiric Tutor and then draw the card you tutored
Yep.
for, it seems
Yeah.
like that would be very useful at this point.
Oh yeah. I
I
mean,
think
well,
I cut
even
that one. I have Howling Mind, but I cut the bell, I think. Even though I probably should go the other way on that, but
it works out really well. Like running that like little incremental card draw, like you mentioned, for those tutors that go on top, it always
Yeah.
ends up feeling pretty good.
well, there it is. There it is. Jolt, any more counters?
No, I'm fresh out. I am fresh out.
Unfortunately, Jolt doesn't have a bigger hand. Uh-oh.
I do.
Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening. There's so many triggers on the stack.
Wait,
Yeah.
I got one.
For all I know, I could die from this as well.
You had a lot of cards in hand there, Eli.
Yep.
Wait, we just got blue elemental blasted? Oh, the Nekusar.
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't help me, Jolt.
That doesn't help me. It kind of does.
Wait, are we dead?
I am, I think, because... Well, where's the Nekusar gone? Oh, did that get blasted by the...
I gave
the
him a
triggers are up.
pyroblast.
Now, does that replace these triggers? Does that take infect off those?
I think so, because the infect goes to the source.
Yes.
Because I was definitely dying to...
Yes.
No, wait, no, it's still saying infect.
Oh,
I
wow.
think.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting infected, so that's me done, I think.
I thought it was, I guess Jolt needed to do it in response to the wheel.
Well, I didn't have it. Somehow I drew that card. Oh, nice having you on. Thanks for being on the
Yep.
lounge.
I'll see you all in the next one.
Oh,
Thanks for having me. That
That's
is,
pretty
Eli being true to his word, baptism by fire.
I love that, dude. Like, and I never even thought about that with like that. That was a pretty good.
No, I just kind of,
That's
Probably
because you're not a
handed the game
bad
to
person,
PJ.
Jolt.
Because you're not. Okay, well, this kind of changes what I think I
I-
need to.
I just
Well,
died
actually-
a PJ now.
What's that?
I said I just died a PJ now.
Oh, yeah.
That's last turn we crushed my the what's it called? The memory jar. I was all set up to do the whole table at once.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I th-
figured as such.
I was just gonna wheel and crack the jar. Would have been more than enough.
Who ran this spicy tech?
Did you bring back?
The Ivory Tower.
I miss when there was planeswalkers and with Nekusar, it was like you could target, like you could redirect the damage to planeswalkers, and that was like,
Yeah.
dude, that was so like, and there's no better feeling than for free, and them
Yeah,
all slowly crumble away.
Planeswalkers did get much stronger because of that rule change.
Yeah, I hate that rule change. So like I play Ashling sometimes, and like Ashling used to be able to hit planeswalkers. It doesn't anymore, and it's
Like
super
I
frustrating.
get why they did it, because like as a new player, when you say like, yeah, you gotta target your opponent and then say I'm gonna redirect it over here, like that doesn't make sense. Like you're like, what?
Yeah, you're like,
Like
what?
it's kind of one of those just take like your parents, like just take my word for it. Like, okay, like I mean I get why they changed it, but yeah, it does kind of screw up a lot of those other cards.
What are we doing? What? Play this thing.
Ooh.
This old thing. Time Twister.
I had Time Twister in my hand for multiple turns there, and there was always
did you
blue
really?
mana held up.
That's why I love Time Twister. Like it's just like $1 on Magic Online, and that it feels so good to get to play that card like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had about 4 wheel effects in my hand the whole game.
Yeah, I had Wheel of Fortune since I think my opener.
Look how many charge counters is on Sundroplet.
So it's weird with Infect because I'm actually going to go up in life because of the way that the Infect damage works.
And you can only gain 1 life per turn, right?
Yeah, it's only 1 per turn.
Okay. See, I thought about doing that. I was like, man, and so I almost did Sundroplet. I was like, just put all the different pieces.
Oh man, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the problem is you can't get up to 61 life with Sundroplet, can you, Joel?
No,
Well,
just a few little cards over here.
didn't go exactly how I thought.
But here's the deal with the Locust God, you get a wheel effect, and like, man, that's. I mean, I'm at 60 life, but that you're looking at like a 20-point swing from the Locust God sometimes, especially
yeah,
depending on
doesn't
what
take
you got
much.
going. So it just basically turns my 60 life into like a 3-turn clock, basically, by the time that happens.
Yeah, that's all my Locust God deck is a bit of control and then wheels.
I mean, it's just silly. I mean, like you mentioned, the fact that they have haste, that is so.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't have haste, like it would still be a very, very powerful commander to deal with.
I don't think I've ever used the loot effect on it, actually.
Yeah, I forget it's there.
Yeah, so do I.
Every once in a while, if you just like run out of things to do, but you care about drawing cards so much that it just doesn't usually happen.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, that's gone. Ooh, thing.
Oh, I ripped into just like nothing but lands. Maybe.
I've heard that wily Texan trick before. Yeah, nothing but land, sure.
Nothing but lands over here, partner. Might as well just mosey on down the road.
Doesn't that just kill PJ though?
I hope not.
One damage
I didn't
still.
really do the math. I'll be completely honest.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
I couldn't see a way out of
All
dying
right.
to Nekusar. Oh, I got 6. I thought you had enough.
PJ, if you'd have just taken yourself out, I would have laughed hard at that.
Yeah, I
It's
thought that
happened
was
before.
dude. When you went for
I've done it
that
plenty of times.
that primal surge, and I was like, and then you brought back Arcades to drop. Good game. I was like, yes.
It has happened before. What am I doing?
Dude, well, you time spurred me into a time spur.
Now, do you need to team up against Joel? Is the question.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, I think he just dies on
I
draw step.
I couldn't do anything about Jolt's Nekusar and had a bunch of wheels in hand, so I was like, well, I'll at least show one way you can take people out with Nekusar, and that's Infect.
Eli said, "Hey, Travel Kai, come with me. I'm gonna show you the green room, the EDH Lounge."
Come backstage. I've got something to show you. Stab.
Well, pow! Welcome to the lounge. As he drops the
Knocked
die.
out. Yeah. I'm just on the floor out cold.
Oh no, Travel Kai is bleeding out.
Welcome to the lounge. Apply shades.
Yeah, that is pretty much how I feel about the lounge.
Okay.
Right, shared animosity. Let's go.
Oh man,
sorry.
that would be the wild meta game call on that, dude.
Yeah.
But that honestly, that would work out. That'd be a
Take you
good
out right
game.
now. Yeah. Needs to take you out now, pretty much.
I mean, hopefully I just rip into something with off Howling Mine next turn, because it's not looking good over here.
There he goes with those wily tricks again. I'm just saying. Don't trust him, PJ.
He's got no mana.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do right now.
One black mana, he's just like darkness.
Dude, I love it. Like that was there was a modern deck on City Game that ran that card, and then like it was in that set that you're like, is that even modern legal? And then like just looking it up on Star City Games, like, what is this card? I just love it when like old cards like that do. That's the fog effect, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
Totally fits the flavor though.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm swinging at Tezzeret.
Seems good.
Yeah, if Jolt can't swing in at PJ, then you almost have to take out Tezzeret.
Mm-hmm.
Because that ultimate will certainly kill someone.
It's maybe. I don't know how y'all do math over there, but
ours is a little bit different than how you do it across the pond.
Yeah,
it's metric.
Nothing to see here. That's not going to take anybody out at this
Oh.
table at this point right now.
We're a mix of metric and imperial over here.
Oh yeah, I
a
forgot.
bit funny like that. Sometimes it's feet, sometimes it's centimeters.
I always give Andrew a real hard time because he's like kind of bad at math, but then I kid him that it's the conversion from. But
well, I remember
conversion when it
the very first lounge that we recorded, he had all those goblins, and he's like, "Man, I just don't know what to do." And it's like he's like, "I think I just lose the game," and like we were like, "You don't lose. I mean, you just make." He's like, "Oh yeah, I make sorry." He's like, "I'm bad at math."
He's like, "I think I'm dead." I'm like, "Dude, I think you're taking like 10 damage." And you're at 30.
Yeah, I remember that.
Someone needs to get him an American calculator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go.
I'm pretty sure Texas Instruments has an office down the road.
Mm-hmm. There's one in Dallas. I'm still surprised that those TI calculators, like I walked it or something, like $800. I'm like, what? Why are those still $100 for those graphic calculators? All right, just for prosperity, let's go Mana Crypt. The people wanted it. The people are going to get it.
Completing the cycle.
Assembled.
Got the full play set.
There we
Like
go. Well,
King
Jolt
Tron.
wins, in my opinion, just for that.
The bingo sheet.
Oh yeah, that's not a good one.
That should do it.
Yep.
Like he doesn't have a wheel in hand.
I've got the best wheel.
On the stack.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
All right.
very good.
Each discards their hand.
The instant wheel.
Yep. That's gonna do it. I figured that wheeling was probably bad because I think you were at 0 cards, right?
In my hand?
Yeah. Before.
Yeah, I had nothing.
Yeah.
I had nothing to close the game out.
Yeah.
I had nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to
Down
beat
I
him down
go.
with a locust god by at that point.
I was hoping to I was hoping to catch something else. I didn't quite draw the way that I wanted to off of the wheel. So the big thing that I was running in this deck that we're not going to get to see, I was running the 2 black enchantments, Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood.
Oh, I thought about doing that, but I was like, man, that is so wishful thinking.
Well, like the one that I really wanted was Exquisite Blood because every time you guys lose life, I would gain life.
Yeah. Ah,
Good
there we go. Finally, and like I won second. And I think I've won like 8 years ago, and it feels good to win again. So
Been a while.
made
man.
it finally.
Good game.
All right, so that was definitely not as explosive as I thought it would be. Any deck changes y'all would make, or let's start with Eli.
I would definitely go more your style, more control build.
Yeah,
Either that or mine is just pedal to the metal.
just really get it going. How about you, PJ? Anything you would have done, or are you happy with the
I
metagame
like
calls you
my-
did?
I like my build. I didn't catch the mana rocks early like I wanted to. Like I was running a ton of signets and things and didn't catch anything. So I just
Yeah.
felt like I was behind in the early turns and lost a lot of tempo with the Locust God not staying in play ever.
Yeah, that definitely does kind of get it. How about you, Travel? Any metagame calls you wish you would have made, or you were happy you didn't get to see?
Yeah, going for that blatant thievery was pretty greedy, I think. I ended up drawing into a mana drain there, so I could have done something about Eli's shenanigans there, but that's my own fault. That's nothing I can do about it. The actual cards in the deck, yeah, I don't think I would change anything. I have a couple of metagame things, but just really decided to go with control, so I think I'd keep it like that.
Very nice. Yeah, I was really like on the fence about polluted bonds. I was like, just put it in there. If you get it down early with a rock, that'll really help out.
MVP.
Yep, MVP. I need to go back and see, or if anybody watched and kept track of how much life we lost. I'd love to see that. But yeah, I just went the life gain, and it felt good to get the Kraken's Eye right at the last two. But the life gain worked out. And one of the things that I did run was a lot of bounce spells, because I figured if the game got down to like a bunch of wheel effects, just bouncing somebody's Nekusar back would be enough to kind of like just like complicate things horribly. So that was kind of life gain, and then just bounce spells were my meta calls, and then also to kind of fight the imprisoned in the moon style effects, because that's not fun.
Yeah. I had a Venser's Journal that I was hoping to get down.
Oh, very nice, very nice. All right. Well, anybody else want to say anything? Are we good?
Yeah.
Good for
Cool.
us.
Cool. All right. Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed the video. Once bounce around pursuing the channels, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. We all really enjoy that. And if you enjoyed your stay at the lounge, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
But
Ciao.
See you all later.